Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ridge Raiders Podcast. This week we are going to be doing The Big Heist. Was on March 30th, 1979. 8 o'clock, get your popcorn, Dukes of Hazzard coming on, and let's just go and see what the Heathens of Hazzard are doing this week. Wally, you there?
Yeah.
So, you watched the show, fresh in your mind. Tell me the things that stood out to you and what you liked, what you didn't like, what you're going to complain about.
I got a whole list of things on this one.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the synopsis of what it's about?
Apparently this really nice guy got screwed over by Boss, so he goes and tries to screw Boss over and rips him off. And then steals the General Lee, holds him at gunpoint, flirts with Daisy.
Well, he didn't really have a gun until he got to the farm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He got their shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, what did you think of the character? You said he was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was too nice to be a thief.
There were some things that stood out to me in this one that just was crazy. First of all, anybody would have saw that dude was up to something other when he got out of his car and he got those hedge clippers. He didn't use them properly in any way. At one point, he was hammering the bushes like it was a hammer instead of the clippers. He had the clippers wrong when he was trying to snap them. He stood out like a sore thumb. And, of course, Boss Hogg automatically thought it was Bo whenever he jumped into the General Lee. The thing I didn't understand is he had Luke held at, supposedly Luke thought it was gunpoint. Why did the guy crawl in the back seat instead of saying shotgun and telling him to move on when Bo jumped in?
How many times did someone jump into the General Lee in this one? While it was moving.
I know. But the thing was also, I liked Luke made the comment that Bo bought them boots through a mail order and that they wouldn't fit right, which that was a theme through the whole show. Well, obviously, mail order did pretty good. Ask the 1 billion people that shop at Amazon these days. Sight unseen. But I thought that was strange. I also thought that that looked to me like there was a lot of Cooter tow trucks in this one.
Yeah, that's another thing. They went by the garage several times, but I don't remember seeing it saying Cooters or anything.
I don't remember that, but I remember that like red and blue tow truck doing the impound. That's another thing. They did not pay the whatever to get the car out of the impound. They just broke out of jail, threw Enos up on the wall like a slab of beef, and just moseyed right on in there. I guess the keys was right in the car and started up, and even the gate wasn't shut, and just rode on out.
Yeah, I was going to say, how secure was that place?
I think Hazzard County was very lax in their security in a lot of places. I guess Boss was cutting money. Not that he needed to with all that illegal moonshine money he had.
Oh, yeah, but he was splitting everything down 50-50.
Yeah, I saw that. 4 and 1 for you, and 5 and 1 for you. Yeah.
I mean, I counted at least twice that they tried to run Roscoe over with the General Lee.
Yes.
If he jumped up on top of his car, they would have ran him over.
Yeah, and I understood why he was trying to pull the gun at that point. Bo and Luke did it once, and then Daisy did it the second time.
Yeah.
Speaking of that chase with Daisy, that was the first time that the General Lee ever went up on 2 wheels. And it wasn't Bo or Luke that put it up there that way. And Roscoe kept making...
that was so staged. There was no way it could really kept going on two wheels as far as it did.
I know. But Roscoe kept making the reference that they're driving a lot better than they usually do. And
yeah.
I like that he said, I could do that. I just don't want to scuff my rims. But the thing is, you know, a lot of people focus on one thing about the negative of the show, but if you think about it, there was a lot more liberal to this show than people give it credit for. Like the strong female character, Daisy is the epitome of that. She was that way before anybody else even tried to be that. And they showed it in the show. They made her better in a lot of ways than Bo and Luke. But nobody wants to focus on that.
Well, yeah, when Daisy got back to the farm and said, yeah, I just saw Bo and Luke being taken off, and she goes, I'm going to go get my bow and arrow.
Yeah. But I do agree with you on one thing. That guy was way too nice. I guess chicken farmers can be taken, and he was a chicken farmer. Sounded pretty bad that basically his eggs got boiled. What boss sold him. But you know, you would think that he must not be that good in that business, because you would think he would know the equipment was not that great.
Oh, how'd you like the fact that boss actually said jackass in this one?
Oh, I didn't catch that. But yeah, this will be the many a time he says that to Roscoe.
Yeah, but the fact that he said jackass.
Yeah.
In a primetime TV show back in the 80s.
I know. Well, we've already seen Roscoe shot somebody. You know, there's been a lot of stuff that surprised us. And I think will continue to surprise us what was allowed from this show. But again, this one is iconic to me because I always remembered Enos being stuck in that chair on the wall. That was one scene that always stood out to me. Yeah, that was always one of the things that I always remembered growing up. And I don't know why, but it stuck with me. But there wasn't no property damage this time that I remember. I think they done good with that.
No, they hit the minivan. Yeah,
Roscoe did, but Bo and Luke didn't. Bo and Luke didn't, though.
No, Bo and Luke didn't. Roscoe did.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying is finally Hazard County folks could relax on this Friday because their fields weren't torn up, their fences went down, their barn wasn't completely gone by some weird Uncle Jesse legendary move. But
yeah. Speaking of which, Uncle Jesse does not look right driving Daisy's car.
He did not, did he? In that one scene, he did not look. It just didn't stick out right. Yeah, I thought that too.
Behind the wheel of the truck, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are truck people, and he is definitely a truck person. And there was no, Cooter must have been jealous because he didn't get to steal a vehicle. The one dude he robbed the vehicle. He left him out on the road. You notice how good Roscoe's detective work was this time? Because he got caught Bo and Luke in everything they tried to do.
Yeah.
Even under the bridge. I loved when he got on the CB and said, calling all cars. And he's like,
was that car 54?
No, yeah, it might have been calling all cars. Car 54. But I like that, calling all cars. And he's like, I'm the only other car.
And Boss made a reference to learning when talking about get the information out of the dupes by torture.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know much about torture. Oh, I figured you did. I learned all about it since I've been married to your sister.
I know. He keeps giving her, really bad. But, Now, there was a lot to take away from this show. There was a lot to take away from this show. I liked it, and it kind of made me laugh at places, and like I said, it's kind of cheesy in other parts, but this was a lot better than last week's.
Yeah. I like, yeah. I'm going to have to take your car for a little while. I'll tell you what, I'll even fill it up for you. How about you get it washed?
Yes. At least let us go to wash. I like that too. You're like, oh, sure, I'll do that. Speaking of that, how would you take it and wash it? You can't roll the windows up. Yeah, you couldn't take it through a car wash.
And could you pick a more unique car?
Oh, that ain't gonna stand out.
In a bank?
Exactly. Exactly. Jump into the one car that stands out to everything in the world. You'll hear Boss refer to it as a clown car a lot of times in the show later on. But yeah, I thought this was a good one. And honestly, I used to think it was a later one, not the first season, but it sure was.
That's like how Roscoe hit Boss.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, I'm going to hit him.
Turned him into a hood ornament.
Yeah. I think that's all let's see. I don't think I have anything else to add to this one. Do you?
No. You know, he just can't spell.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And he types real slow, but he could do that.
Yeah, 5 words a minute. That's going to know one thing.
What's that?
Where's Daisy and Enos at? I thought they were supposed to be sweethearts or something.
No, what it is
He's chasing everybody else but him.
Well, I'll tell you. Let me describe it to you best this way, and it's still an old reference that most of any young audience we have will not understand. Enos was Urkel before Urkel. He was always chasing Daisy, but Daisy never wanted him. So that's why that's how that came about. Yeah. So,
yeah, I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep watching.
So you know what I'm talking about Urkel always chasing Laura. Well, that was Enos before Urkel.
Yeah, well, that was kind of like Screech and Lisa.
Yes. Yep, exactly. That right there. You got anything else to add this week, or are we about to wrap this thing up?
No, I think I'm done.
I think I am too. I want to welcome. I saw that we had one viewer. I appreciate that showing up, a new one, and welcome to Ridge Raiders. I hope you like it and continue to follow us. Nothing else really going on in the hazard news that I know of right now, but until next week, keep it between the ditches, and yee-haw!